So now it's a matter of bringing it all together. So we'll pin the animation to one thing, so we can pin it to the canvas. We just need something to pin it to. We need the animator window, so let's bring up the animator window, animation, here we go. And the animator controller, where are you? Animation, Animator is the controller. Let's drag it to be down here. Okay. So, on the canvas, if we hit create, we now get to name. Now we don't want to put it in the images folder. Let's make a new folder for animations. And in here, we will call this Web UI. Actually, that'll do, Web UI. So now we're going to create our animation clips for the various things. So one of the first things will be bringing in the nav bar in and out, and then also animating out the other panels. Okay, so Nav Menu really should start outside. So if the width is 100, then this should be initially -300. Okay, so that gets it all the way out. In fact, if we make it 301, then it really is truly out of the way. Let's create a new clip here. I'm just going to call this one Nav. I should have called that something else, but it doesn't matter. We'll leave that alone for now. Nav animates in, moves into view. Lovely. Right, so we're starting again. The rect transform position, let's bring that. Okay, so we're going to add a property. No, stop. Go away. X, what do you mean X? Okay, get rid of that. Ah, right. Cool, we can play with everything here. Got it now. I was doing the wrong things. Rect transform, anchor position. From the Nav menu. Sweet. That's what we want. So from going from this -301 out to here, we want this to be specifically this one. We want that to be 0, and that's the whole deal there. So if we hit play, it slides into view. That's pretty cool. We're going to make a new one, so it moves into view. We're going to make another one. Nav moves, come on, out of view. And we're going to get our nav menu, rect transform, anchor position. Okay. Now, this is fine, that's -301 already. It's this one, we want to start from 0. Yes, that's what we want. So it's going to move out of the view. So if I hit play, moves out of view. If we change to moves into view and play that, moves into the view, that's what we want. Okay. Okay, it'll do. We need states where it's in and out. So nav in view. Position. So here, now there's really only one. We don't want this other point, this other. So we're going to remove this keyframe. We only want one keyframe, and we want this to be in 0. And good, so it's stable. Nav out overview. Which is pretty much what we get by default. Let's just get rid of this, delete the keys. That's what we want. Okay, so that's out of view. Okay. Anything else? We want to make the other things disappear. Okay, so we want, what do we got? We got the 2 blogs and home. Right. So when it's home's at the front by default. So the only time we need a state to force the other blogs to be at the front, that's where you need 2 states there. And the panel for the home can be just an empty pretty much. Oh no, we'll make states for all 3. Okay, so this is home view. So for the home view, right, this gets interesting. I'm interested to see if we can control this. I want is active. That's what we want. Perfect. And so that was blog 1, so we want blog 2. Right. So first of all, we don't want this, so get rid of those keys. There's only one thing to do here, so for home we want these other 2 off, and that is it. Perfect. Okay. That was home view, now we want blog 1 view. So now we have home is active, blog 1 is active, and blog 2 is active, and we get rid of these keyframes. So we're making a 0 length animation which just turns on or off the views we want. This is blog 1 active, so we basically turn off blog 2 and home. There we go, makes blog 1 active, so you can see that that's working. And now blog 2 active is the next clip to make. Blog 2 view. So we go through in the same sequence. Doesn't hurt to keep things consistent, so it's always home 1, 2, the way I'm adding it. Actually, this will always sort according to alphanumeric, so that's why it's always going to be blog 1, and it doesn't matter which animation we look at and how I add it. So anyway, let's get rid of this keyframe, and over here This is logo 2 is active and the other two are off. And so now if I go to logo 1 active, so 1's active, home, yep, that's working nice, okay. I think we have enough now to arrange to set up our states. Okay. So this is at the canvas level. Okay, so we'll need a bit of zooming in. So we can pan. I'm using middle button to pan. I can zoom in and out with the mouse wheel. This does not help us. We want the home view to be the default. Can actually get rid of that one. So that's the default view. We've got our navs, in view and out of view. Logo 1, logo 2, and that doesn't help us the exit. Okay. So, if we're in the home view, just to align them up a bit, and we have we need some parameters. We can set up some triggers. So let's say we're going to show the nav, hide the nav, that will be triggers. Show nav, hide nav, what else? Then we'll have go home, go blog 1, go blog 2, that'll do. Go home, go blog 01, go blog 02. Okay. So, if we have it, okay, that might be easier to move this up here. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, bring this here, say there. Okay. So the whole idea here is we want, if you do the show nav, then the nav will move into view and then it will be in view. So we have another transition from there to here. Okay, so let's do this on the condition that show nav. It'll take us from here to here. Now where this is annoying, actually, these are parallel. They kind of have nothing to do with this, I just realized. So, we need another layer. Okay, so let's try this. I don't really use layers quite so much. So this is the nav layer. And this is more like the view layer, is really what this is. View layer. Okay, so we really want this and this and this and this to... Right, this could get interesting. Move in here. Okay. Actually, this makes perfect sense. This makes perfect sense. So, put that there. Okay. Get rid of that. I'll move it down there. Okay, so now Okay, by default we'll have the nav out of view. From any state we can bring the nav into view. Okay, so this is cool. Asset canvas, transition, any state, blah blah blah. Doesn't have an exit time or any condition. That's a bit boring. In state, any state doesn't have an exit time. Okay, alright, we can fix that. Let's give that show nav to bring it into view, and this will be hide nav. This will transition to it being in view. This will transition into right, wrong way around. Delete that. Okay. These are about how to get it into view, and that's which view it's in. Silly me, moves out of view. Okay. Hide nav. And that will get it into there. Okay, so this needs... Alright. Are we all happy now? Okay, that seems to be all happy. There's no longer any warnings. Back to the view layer, so we don't need... Instead we just need the transition between which of these are visible. And we don't need any of these. Alright, so let's get rid of these transitions first of all. And we get rid of that. And now... Okay, let's bring that down here. Put that up there. And again we can have any state. Drive us into any of these, that's cool. So if we get... Right, I see. Go home, or take us to the home view. Come on. Go Blogger 1. Will take us to the Blogger 1 view. And yep. Go Blogger 2. Okay, so what I expect to happen, this will be interesting. I have to hook up the buttons to generate the events, but the way this works is this layer is about what will be seen. So these actions are about which of these panels to present. And that's all they do. And by default, on entry, it's going to start with the home view. But if any of these other events fire, right, go home, go Blogger 1, or go Blogger 2, then these other views will become active, which will force the home view out and bring in the other ones, whichever it is. Parallel to that, the nav can slide in and stay visible, or slide out and remain invisible. So that's what, and these run sort of in parallel, which is exactly what we want. So now we need to wire up these buttons and make stuff happen. So let's start with the, in fact, we can hit play, so let's save everything. We can hit play and we can test this. So if we go to parameters, hit play. Okay, that's interesting. So if I do show nav, that did not work. Let's go to our nav layer. That's interesting. Why is that show nav interview? Okay. I am not convinced. Hide nav. Okay, so the state machine's doing the right things, but what's going on here? What about if we do go Blogger 1? Okay, go home. Okay, so the view's working fine. What's going on with the layers? Looks like this layer is not enabled. Wait. Ah, because of the weighting, I think. And now, if we go back to the parameters, show nav. Right, that's what it was, hide nav. Alright, that's what it is. So let's just make sure that's the weighting is all the way to 1. Perfect. Okay, so now if we go to the canvas, why home is the one, yeah, home view, alright, let's go here, home views, yeah, that should be right. Huh. Oh yeah, that's right, that's right. I forgot, that is the home view. Alright, cool, we're in business. Now we can set up our buttons and we are good to go. So, on the, first of all, the heading, let's get our hamburger menu button. And on click, in the canvas, is the object it's going to send the event to the animator set trigger. Okay, so the trigger will be, based on our parameters, show nav or hide nav, it's a toggle. What was I thinking? It's the same thing. Alright, cool. In which case, that is toggle nav, is what we want. And I need to fix this. So we're going to rename one of these, or we can delete one, whatever. Okay, terrific. Canvas transition state, yes, sure. Okay, yes, let's see here, hide nav. Okay, cool. Let's do, right. Get rid of, yo, come here. Okay, that'll make that happy-ish. I need to go back to the parameters. Okay, can I edit this? Yes, good. So this is toggle nav. Actually, this is what we want anyway, so stay there. So toggle nav. This is no longer useful, and instead it depends on which view we're in, what we're doing. Okay, so let's get rid of these transitions. They don't help us at all. Those are fine. From here, if the nav is out of view and we do a toggle nav, then we want to go here. And if the nav's in view and we toggle nav, that's what we want. So, yep, actually that's it, that's perfect. And this one, hit plus, toggle nav. Okay, that is actually what we want. Okay, let's even try it. Save everything, hit play. If I toggle nav, it should go in, hit toggle nav again, it should go out, do it again, it goes in, nice. That's what we want. So, back to our button. In fact, that should have worked from the button. So let's try it from the button. Yay! So it's got a little delay on it. We can change the speed of the animation, but that's cool. And then we're just going to do these each. So from here, again, drag the canvas in, and animator set event trigger, this one, type it here, and it's go blog 01, blog 01, canvas. Animator set trigger. Where are ya? Right here. String go blog 02. And then the same deal over here. Hit the plus, drag in the canvas. Choose the animator and set trigger, and it's go home. So these names have to match these names over here, the parameters. So then for logo 1, we do the same thing. Instead of dragging the canvas, I can actually just hit this little button here, but I usually find this a bit more annoying. Canvas. And then animator, set trigger string. This is go blog 01. And then here, same deal. So I'll try that again. Choose the scene, find the canvas, hit enter, and then choose the function, animator set trigger string. Yo, go back. Go blog 02. Alright, save it. This should be everything. So if I hit play, okay, so I was able to hit that to get into the blog 01. I want to go back home. Right, we're back home. I can click on this and we're in blog 02. And I can hit here to go to blog 01 or blog 02 or home and get rid of that. So that is working. We have a web-like user interface. Just like that. Now, if you want to try it full screen, just to see it consume the entire screen, we go here and do maximize on play. And there we are. See how it's adjusting automatically to the full width of the screen. I can go to blog 01 that way. I can get my menu come in, hit blog 02, get rid of the menu, dismiss the menu. Now, that animation's a bit slow and annoying, so let's just change the speed. So we only need to change the nav layer, so it's these two transitions here. So what we do here is we just multiply the speed. If we want to make it really fast, we'll make it 5. So that's just a multiplier. So let's hit play. Whoop, that was interesting. Why is it doing 3? Oh, I know why. So what's happening is it's this transition. Alright, is it this? Should be these transitions. It'll be this stuff. We really need to narrow that. So let's just do this. Hey, come back. It's because it's trying to blend between the two transitions, and it's doing this so quickly, then it's hitting this bit and doing that with a speed of 1. So it'll be to do with this blend point. I think now we'll find it'll be a bit more graceful. It should just go in out. That's it. Okay, still a bit of flicker, but better. So let's eliminate blend altogether. Come here. I'm just clicking on this little arrow here and dragging it in. Just gonna save. Let's hit play. Okay, that's still got some flicker. What? Transition offset. Why is there transition offset? Time 1. Make this 0.5. That's what's making it happen. It's trying to blend between moving in and out of view, which is crazy. In view to out of view. Yeah, that's the problem. Okay. What if we get rid of that? Just see what happens. That's in view to out of view, so in one direction. So coming in we should see a stutter. Both ways. Okay. That's annoying. Right. Let's have that there. Okay, cool. I think that will fix it. So let's do the same thing here. It's trying to blend halfway in between and that's no good, so bring that to there. Such that it disappears. That should work. I don't think it's anything to do with that has exit time or not. Doesn't have exit time. Oh, alright, okay. Oh, God, really? Okay. So, click on the canvas, then we get to see the proper thing, then... Okay, that has exit time. This is the one that's moaning about, so hit that back in. Console, there. New state, okay, get rid of all that. Okay, back to inspector. Okay. Maybe. What if we make this one exactly? Time 1. Ugh. Okay. Try that on both. Exit time of 1, transition offset of 1. Let's try that. Okay. Right. In view. Huh. That should actually blend really well. I don't get it. So it's in view. Alright, let's try something else. Let's try this. If I make that 0, what does that give me? If I make that 1, right, okay, so that's a full cycle, which doesn't matter anyway. Okay, so let's, well, whatever, that shouldn't be, because this is 1 frame anyway, so that shouldn't matter. Okay. And we want the offset to be 0, so it plays at the start of the nav moves out. So let's, okay, we'll do both sides. Let's set 0. Let's try that. Ah, still. Okay. That is super frustrating. Well, hold on, there could be loops on the animation themselves. There could be loops. Right, so this speed 5. Yes, okay, it's trying to play it 5 times, I think. Yeah, I have to get the animations in the project. Animations. Loop time. Get rid of that. Come on. That one. Actually, it's the into and out of view is the wrong one. The others shouldn't matter. Okay. Let's see if that works. Yeah, it was the loops. It was the loops. Okay, so now we have a wonderful menu that looks like a web menu, but it's not built with any web technology. Okay, so the tricks were to go to the animation folder where we saved all those animations, and to just, for the 2 animations that bring the navigation bar in and out, where loops were really annoying, we just had to untick that. That's what was making it flicker. So if we walk through how this all works, the canvas is where the animator controller is here. So it's basically driving all of the animation across all of these components. We were able to create this animator and then create all these different basically all these animations that involved any of these subcomponents, like activating or deactivating. So essentially this is the isActive thing, the isActive setting, and so by changing isActive, each of these panels, these sort of sub-panels, became active or inactive. Like if I untick this, now the home is hidden and we see Blogo 1. If I go Blogo 1 and untick that, we'll see Blogo 2. So that's what those animations are doing, which is the Blogo 1 view, Blogo 2 view, and home view. All they do is change this, but they coordinate it across all 3. So if we go to the animation view and we choose one of those, like here's home view, you can see this tick here is this tick here, but it's managing all 3 components. So home view, Blogo 1, you can see Blogo 1 is on, but the other 2 are off. So that's how this is controlling which of these panels are visible with their content. So that's what that does, and then you have the navigation bar moves into view and out of view, which is the animated slide in, and the other one, so if we look at the interview, that's taking us there. So as I scrub it, it's bringing that into view. If we choose moves out of view, and I can scrub that, that's sliding it out of view. And the other single keyframe ones just hold the nav bar either into the view or out of the view. So that's all that does. So that is everything that we have. So that gives you an idea how to use mecanim to make a web-like user interface. Now if we wanted to, we could make it that clicking one of these also toggles the nav view, so that's easy enough done. So if you go to the nav, hang on, this one, Nav Menu, you go on these buttons here, and where we have the, just hide this one, and that one, so we've got this button script here, so on click we can add multiple triggers. So if I take the canvas in, we can actually make the set trigger, and we can do, what's the parameter called again? I forget, it's toggle nav. And because this only works when the nav's open, by toggling it, we're making it hide. So if I click home with the nav, that should make it go home, and then also get rid of the nav menu. Do the same again here. Go scene, canvas, animator, set, trigger, toggle nav, and last one here, get another plus. So it's literally triggering two things to happen. So bang, scene, canvas, and then set trigger, toggle nav. Okay, let's see how that works. So now when I hit this, we have a nav bar open, and if I click this, it should change this panel to be the Blog 1 Noodles panel, and it should get rid of the nav. So let's try it. Perfect. And if I do this, we should see Unity blog message come up and the nav go away. Perfect. And if I hit home, same deal. There we go. So that is working quite nice. There we are. So if you liked this somewhat lengthy video, please hit the thumbs up button. Otherwise, give me some feedback. That's all appreciated. Thanks for watching.